Hi guys, thanks for joining me on my channel, ShanaJRaymore. So I want y'all to come along with me on something that I want to figure out how to do. So I really wanted this radio, so I grabbed this radio the other day from Amazon. I'll have everything linked in the description below. So I want to make sure you guys, you know, if y'all think this is worth it, you like it, get one. It's super small. It doesn't have a CD player, that's why. But yeah, I wanted to install a radio system in my car. Not a system, but just the radio part. And my husband is not going to be able to do it for me. And I'm anxious to get it done. So I'm going to try and do it by myself. Okay, guys? So this radio, it's a double din. It's a 7-inch double din that I got off Amazon. It is touchscreen. It doesn't have navigation, but it's touchscreen. And it does mirror link to my phone. So that's good enough for me. And, you know, you can add all the fixings and stuff. Like I said, it's linked in the box below. It's under $50. So that was like a big thing for me. I was like, that's really cool. 60, you know, under $50 for a decent little thing. Oh, my hair's getting in there. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to step in this journey by myself. And also I just wanted to kind of like bring you guys along with me because I know I'm going to probably fumble. And like, I am a big advocate of like not with the girls can't do certain things, whatever. So anybody out there that's watching that think that they are unable, whether you're a female or a male, for whatever reason you think you're unable, watch me fumble through this, watch me figure it out, and watch me do good. Also, this radio, it actually comes with a backup camera, like all that for under $50. So the thing about the backup camera is I'm gonna actually have to disassemble the back end of my car and drill a hole. It sounds really excessive, but if I do it right, I should be good. So it's not as difficult as it actually sounds. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on it. Shout out to those that are doing the same right now. Maybe y'all just wanted to see me like, I don't know, mess up or something. I don't know. I don't care, but you're watching. Thanks, guys. So yeah. And also on top of the rear view mirror, I'm also gonna have a dash cam. This little beauty right here is a nice little dash cam. This is like a little GoPro situation, honestly. And it has like the mount. I'm gonna just put it up there. It doesn't really require any installation. This is just one that plugs in to my cigarette lighter thingy at the bottom. And it has the mount that goes right there. I do wanna figure out a way, maybe my husband can probably do it because he's the electrician, to wire it somewhere. I guess I don't have wires right here in this situation, but my husband could figure out a way to like wire it into the lighting right here, so that way I don't have to worry about turning it on every you know, plugging it in and losing an outlet. But yeah, this little number comes with a 16 gig SD card right here, and it's really cool little thing because, you know, ish happens nowadays. So I've always wanted a dash cam, to be honest with you, since I've seen like those videos of like the crazy shit. And not to be weird, but has anybody ever watched those videos where like crazy stuff happens, or like something you're driving and like something crazy happens in front of you, and like you're like, yo, I can't pull my phone out fast enough. I'm not gonna lie, screenshot type of situation for me. I wanted a dash cam for. Like one time we saw this lady jump out of her car on one side, grab her baby, and get in the front seat and drive off. Like, yo, what the fudge? I wish I had the dash cam. My phone was like off or something. We were just shook. Can't explain that crap, but yeah. And also, like I said, ish happens nowadays. I want to be prepared. Anyway, so let's get into this part. Like I said, I'm going to be fumbling through this. So far, so good. So I watched somebody disassemble. I'm also going to be probably like watching videos in between this to figure my life out, but we're going to figure this out together, guys. So this kit actually comes with, this kit's supposed to come with everything that I need, so I should be good. Sorry that I keep talking, but this, I want to state to you guys, is not a tutorial. This is not a tutorial. This is not a how-to. This is me trying to figure out how the F to do this and just bringing you guys along with me. So let me just explain to you guys, because this is going to be probably a long video, so get some popcorn and some tea. But this is an aftermarket radio that came with the car when I purchased it, and I have yet to find a video on how to, or rather know what I'm gonna get myself into when I get back here. So I figured I'm probably gonna have to take some screws apart, some wires apart, and do some other extraness. So I'm not really sure yet. We're just gonna see. My husband left his tools, but Where is the screwdriver? I literally just had. Oh, there it is. So he left his tools, but they're kind of scattered about. So I'm gonna work with what I have. Like I said, guys, I don't know what to expect when I get back here. I'm a little bit nervous. And like I said, this is not a tutorial. I cannot express enough how this is not a tutorial. So if you see me doing something wrong, comment to help me to fix it, not to bash me, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out. I have before. And I'm not here to help anybody. I mean, I guess y'all can see what I do wrong, and then when I fix it, I guess it'll help. It might be a tutorial. I don't know. So there's these 2 screws under here that they said to just take off. And then I have a little plug to disconnect this button, at least from what I saw. And also, the really messed up part is I told my husband, I was like, I'd love to FaceTime you while I do this. And yeah, and here we are. But maybe he'll call me later. He said that those were the 2 screws. Oh, the plier tool. Comes with these little tools. Let me see if I'm doing it right. I might have to get that video back out. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Oh my gosh. I just figured out how to clean sections of my car. I probably should grab a wet one. So, if y'all didn't know, I have a Honda CR-V, a 2002. That does make a difference because they're all different on the inside. But, like I said, this aftermarket radio that I already have in here, I don't know what to expect when I get back here. So then I have to unplug this. Oh, by the way, guys, I already unplugged one of the terminals, the negative terminal on my battery, so that there's no live anything in this car. So we should be good to go. This is very interesting to look inside of. So I gotta just unplug this little piece here. All right, so that's off. I'm doing great already, guys. Now oh, perfect. So this is actually missing a screw. It's actually missing 2 screws. So they only screwed in this little piece right here. So let me find one of the little socket things to see if I can fix this. So I have to take this off and then pull the actual original radio out. So I have all his bits and bobs tools, so I don't have everything I exactly need. So I'm using these to at least try and get one of these screws off, and this is not even a regular screw. The screwdriver I have is just not cutting it right now. Let me see if I loosened it up a bit. Nope, still nothing. So we're gonna sit here and struggle a little bit. We're so close yet so far away. This thing is so cumbersome in this little small tiny area. Ugh, fudge. I'm basically chewing this thing up. It's ridiculous. All right, guys, I had to try something else. I could not find the proper nut for this, and he does not seem to have the little handle piece for this, or maybe I don't know what I'm doing. So I just put 3 of them together as this long one, and then I put the butt end of these 2 in together, and this one fits. So now I'm trying to makeshift my own situation. So this, I'm grabbing it in between the little diamond area, and it's just like just long enough for me to grab. Let's see if we can try right here. It's loosening up, guys. Excuse me. Okay, now I can get it with my hand. There we go. I made it work. I told you I said I was gonna fumble through this, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so our handy dandy 3 bits together figured out tool. Now she should come out. Perfect. She's coming out nice and easy. Let's see what we got going on back here. Okay, not as scary as I thought it would be. So, just like I thought, on all the things that I saw, they basically had everything looped together. So I have the clips that are going to go into here. So I have to take all these ties and string and all these tapes off so that I can get in here. And then this must be the little antenna thing. So we unplugged that. That was easy. And then this is actually another plug. I just got to get all those little pieces off. So that's unplugged. So now we have, so now the radio is unplugged. If you want to purchase, just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This is a Pioneer. It's a good radio. Nothing is wrong with this radio, guys. I don't know what to do with it. Just saying, this radio, I want a big girl radio with a screen because I'm a princess and I'm spoiled. So I'm gonna figure out these cords. I'm gonna get them disassembled, and then we're gonna start, I guess I'm going to clip them in and wire them to that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out, but I'll come back to you. Okay, so with this particular model that I bought, it came with these brackets, right? So these brackets aren't gonna fit here because there's like a little, I don't know if you can like tell here, there's like this little lump, this little piece right here. So there's a screw that goes here and a screw that goes here. But if I put this one here, I'm gonna need like a really long screw, and it's gonna be a gap in between because of this. So when I was watching the one where the guy was changing out his one in his CRV, he said you can use the brackets that the car comes with. So I'm assuming these are the ones the car came with. But like I said, guys, this is an aftermarket that I was already in. Oh shit, that was the other radio. Doesn't make it any better, but still. So I took the brackets off to size it up to see what it would look like. And it does fit on this. Oh, I guess it would be down like this. So I've got lots of room in there, so we're good. So I'm just gonna take the brackets off this radio. It was a pain on that one side, and then of course this is like one of those kits that make it fit better. But I'm gonna take this one off, and then we're gonna start, then I'm gonna get to the wires. I still haven't gotten to the wires because I came across this problem. So I don't know what any of these cords mean yet, and I know there's a diagram in the manual for the actual unit. I'm just going to pull, I'm just pulling the tape off, and then they're screwed together nice and tight, but not like bad or anything. And then I'm going to take the pliers. These actually have like a little grip at the bottom, and I'm just untwisting them with it. This is actually quite easy. I didn't think it was gonna be this easy. So I've also come across another problem. I really wanted the backup camera. I really wanted to do it, but I am not seeing a way to snake the cord down there. However, my husband is an electrician and I know he can do it. So when he gets home, I think another day he'll be able to figure it out better than I thought I could do it. And I'm pretty sure I could, but I just can't figure out how to get it down under here and snake it through my car. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't need it. It's not necessary. It's not absolutely necessary. And I'll still have the dash cam and I'll figure it out. So we're good. I'm very sad, guys, because I just did something very difficult for myself. So this one has two of these that have, this is the one that came with the kit, obviously. And the nice thing is you don't need a wire stripper. I have one, but I don't need it. It actually comes, if y'all, I don't know, there we go. where I'll just be able to pull this edge off here. But I just realized that all these are the same corresponding here, and I could have been hooking them up at the same time, and I wasn't paying attention, and I took half of them off already. Again, like I said, guys, you're gonna watch me struggle through this. So if y'all hear some noise too in the middle of me talking, my kids are outside running around playing since I'm out here too. I'm gonna try and do the rest of them with the corresponding ones and make sure it corresponds to what's in the book, to double check. Slow as hell too, because I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, it doesn't have the same things. Okay, so we have purple, black. So this pink one right here. These were probably where the red one was supposed to go. I'm just twisting these together because this is where the purple black ones went. So I'm gonna put it back with this one. And I don't know if I mentioned before that the kit actually comes with its own electrical tape. So I'm able to tape it right back down, even though I have tons of electrical tape because my husband's an electrician. So I was gonna be good either way. And also you can get electrical tape from the dollar store. So it is not some feat. So that's nice, but it already comes with it. So that's nice and tightly twisted together. So now I'm gonna take a piece of electrical tape, if I can find the end, and wrap it up. Also, I lost the manual, so I'm going to have to figure the rest of this out. I did not even think about seeing if they had corresponding colors to the one that I had. So now I'm just kind of stuck like Chuck. So the sun is setting and I've done half of these cords. I just have to figure out, I'm gonna see if I can find a list online to tell me where things go. I'm so sad right now that I didn't do it. That would have been so much faster. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna whatever, and I have the manual and I forgot I lost the manual already. I don't know how I lost the manual. I'm kind of upset right now, but I'll figure this out, guys, and then we will see. I just have to plug in the little clamps, and then I'm gonna set the brackets up, and then I just push it in there and put the frame back on, and we're good to go. All right, guys, it's a different day. So it is the next day and I am washed out. So it's the next day and I had lots of trouble. So hold on one second. All right, so it's the next day and I want to tell you guys about my evening. So yesterday evening, I had tons of problems trying to wire it, from basically just trying to figure it out. And this part is gonna be a little bit long because I want to explain to you guys what I went through. And it was so dark, so I didn't even want to film this part because I was doing this till like literally 10 o'clock at night. It was just because I lost the freaking manual. So I called my friend. He is like the only person I really trust on my car, like one of my mechanic, the only person I trust on my car, and he actually worked for Honda. So I called him and he tried to virtually like walk me through it, but he was out, so he could only tell me what he like remembered. He was like, these three wires go for your, power, and like that's like the main thing. Everything else is just like what wire goes where for the stereo system, for the actual speaker. So I couldn't figure it out. There was still no sound, and I was just so defeated. So I finally just gave up last night, and I was just like, whatever, I cannot be bothered. I'll figure it out in the morning, because this is how I do things. I'm one of those people that like let it ride. I'll try for the longest time and then I just let it ride. So I woke up this morning and I came back down here and I tried to figure it out again. I watched a few more videos and I found a video finally explaining exactly what I needed to understand. So apparently this car apparently the wire harness that I keep seeing everyone use, this adapter piece I keep seeing everybody use, is because some of the cars, they were like cut out, or you don't want to cut the wires to string them up like I just had. So there used to be like a little piece on the end of it, on the end of all those wires you guys saw, and there was that was cut for the last. So they said that's what happens a lot of times. People cut it because back then they just didn't, like a few years ago, people just didn't bother to go buy the freaking harness. So that's why I kept having such a struggle and trying to find this freaking, figure out what I was doing. I was like, dang, I just gotta go buy this stupid piece. I just gotta go buy this stupid piece, right? So something was like, just keep watching. So he had like a link to the video thoroughly explaining what, why, and where with the things, and he was testing each wire and explaining what goes where. Then he explained that there was a link to figure out where the wires go. That actually didn't help me as much. What helped me was my friend, my mechanic friend, he had explained a few things to me the other night and actually sent me a schematic for my car's wiring already. So it has a diagram. It's kind of confusing to read, but there's like a diagram, and it just kind of says like what wires go to what. And at first I was confused, and then I looked at the car, and he explained something to me last night. Let me show you guys. I don't think I showed you guys this part. Pop this back out because I haven't finished putting everything in. I still wanted to walk you guys through what I'm doing. So he had told me that this has like a little diagram. Let me see if I can. So there's a little diagram on here, and it explains to you, it's hard to like, yeah, I get that, if y'all can see that at all. So he explained to me that that's actually telling me, based on the plugs in the back of the unit, where the wires are supposed to go, even though the colors are different. So the schematic that he gave me, even though it tells me the colors coming out of the car, diagram on there is telling me what wires are for what item. So X color wire is for X speaker, and then in the actual unit, that whatever that color is, it'll tell you, goes into the same speaker. And then I plugged it up, and that was basically it. So had I understood, because he told me this had I understood that, I could have wired it up last night, but I did not understand that, even though he explained it, and it clicked today. That's why I had to like let it go and come back. So now I'm gonna wait until I have everything hooked up to show you guys what's going on. I've got a lot going on here in the car. So now I'm going to start putting up the dash cam. I told my husband that, oh, then surprise, my husband just came home while I was trying to fix it earlier. And so he's home, and he didn't help me at all with it. I wanted him to, but he was tired, so he just took a nap. I told him, you know, if you feel, you know, that you wanna install the rear view camera for me, of course I'll help. But if you want to do that, that'd be great. And he's like, when he gets his bearings together, he will. So that'd be nice. But if he doesn't, that's fine. I'm not gonna be mad. But let's get to this dash cam, or let's get to finish putting this thing back together. Yeah, so all I'm gonna do is put some screws back in here the best I can. I'm probably gonna do the same thing that they did before, because it's like off center or something. I don't know what it like is not, for some reason, pushing all the way back. And I had this early. I keep pulling this thing in and out, so this thing is like off now. I swear this thing goes back further. Anyway, so I'm gonna hook this whole situation back up together, and then we're gonna get to the dash cam, and then I'm gonna show you how everything works. Quick tip, I was struggling, y'all saw me struggling like it wouldn't fit or something. So there's these little grooves. I guess either they got worn down. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, there we go. So these little grooves right here, I pushed it all the way back, and it was able to pop right into there. So I guess this is what's holding it. Now it's nice and stable. So if you have this car and you're trying to figure out why the brackets won't work, so now I got to figure out how to get these screws back in here. But now it's nice and stable and set in properly, and I'm happy with it. Hopefully everything is good back there. So, little problem with this, the frame that they sent does not want to fit, and I think it's because the holes with this frame, there were several holes in this frame, and the holes that I had to screw them into makes this box sit like a little slower, so it's causing like the corners. But in the same time, there was some gaping around the other one, so I don't think they added the frame, because I'm thinking that this little piece right here is just not it's too narrow or something, so it's not fitting at all. So we're gonna still have a gaping hole. It's fine. Either I'll try and figure out, see if my husband can like drill it down a little bit, or maybe if they have like different frames that I can buy, like a slimmer, if this frame piece was like tighter right here, then maybe it would fit, like if it was as skinny as right here. So it's gonna have a gaping hole. My nail just fell off. We're good. I gotta do my nails today anyway. This was a nail that actually had broken. It didn't break. I cracked it and I popped it all the way off, broke my actual nail halfway down, and then I just glued that same nail back on, so that's why it popped off and all the other ones are still attached. But let's continue, guys. So this is a little phone holder that I already had, so I'm gonna put this back up here, and then that way I'll use this to help me figure out where my dash cam. Oh, that just fell apart. It didn't really fall apart, I just popped a little piece off because I'm being too rough. And I put water on it, but I don't know. All right, let's try that again, yeah? All right, so that's where I have that sitting. So we have the little dash cam. We have the little, this thing in the bobber here, the other suction-y piece. So that just slips on here, slides on. And like I said, everything will be linked in the description box below. Also, I have my favorite store for Amazon down below in the links as well, so y'all can shop just anything in general that I like. I was playing with this when I was in the house, and I just plugged it up and I just had to run with it. So it has the same little suction piece like this. I have my transponder up here, so I don't want it to get in the way, but I want it pretty high up. So there is the little grid here. I don't want to suction it on there. So what makes these things stick even better is if you put a little bit of water on them. Okay, I just poured like everything in that cup. So I'm gonna put it up nice and high so it's not in my way either. Okay, so I put it right before the grid, right next to the whatchamacallit. So now I can still see what the camera sees, but it's not like smack dab in my face. And let's see, make sure my phone fits without being obstructed. So and I can even like, okay, that's cool, but it tighten this so that it doesn't go flying about. I feel like it should go higher up, but I don't know if it's gonna stick to this grid. I'm gonna try and put it up higher and see if it'll stick to the grid piece right there, because I feel like it's obstructing my phone. Like right here maybe? Okay. I can't see everything, but again, I don't need to see everything that's in this thing. So now we're gonna plug her up, and the plug, oh, wrong way. Okay, that's still too short. Okay, change of plans because the cord is extremely short, at least for what I need. Oh, it's cutting across my thingamabobber here. So I guess I'm gonna put it like, this thing sticks so well. Maybe I'll put it, because I don't want it in the way. Maybe I'll just put it like behind here, so then it's not in my way and I can still see it perfectly, and then it's not, the cord is not in the way of the whatchamacallit, of the radio head. So, and also I didn't want to put, it actually comes with two cords. It comes with this short cord, and then it comes with this short cord, and then it comes with like a really, really long cigarette lighter cord. But I have my diffuser down here, guys. I have my diffuser, and it has two USB ports in it, also found in my favorite store on Amazon. But it has two USB ports in it, so I don't want to take this out. So that's why we have to make adjustments on this. We're gonna have to figure it out with this. There we go. I rarely use that, so that'll keep the cord out of the way. Bam. And where there is a will, there is a way. Now there are little dash cams that you can get that have it in the visor up here. I didn't get that one. I also don't even have wiring. Like a lot of people, their thing is like by here and you know, have like the wires or whatever. I don't have any wires in this one, so I got this one. And I'm thinking maybe my husband can figure out a way to wire it into the light. I don't mind if I had it like back where I wanted it up here and then have it wired into the lighting right here, into the little light fixture up here. It's already falling out anyway, and I'm thinking my husband could probably makeshift something. He always wants to like do his little project. So let's see this thing in action. It actually wasn't all the way turned on. I mean, pushed in the little thing. So what do we see, guys? We see all the crap that I have up here. We see directly in front of us. We also see part of the car. So we could just tilt it even if we needed to. Oops, what did I just do? Okay, so it's already started to record. I'm not sure what I just hit. I have to read the manual, but everything looks good. And I'll just retighten this little nut here so that it stays that position. So now I can see everything in front of me. And then some. So this reads about 2 hours. Oh, sorry, let me pause it. I think this means park. There's like a setting for parking. So I'm not sure if it pauses it. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't do anything. I mean, I don't see it do anything. So when I stop, let me see, okay. So there is, oops, 2 hours and 15 minutes right here. Y'all can't see that. That's how much time it gives me on the USB card that comes with it, 16 megabytes. But so from where I'm sitting, let's come out a little bit. So from where I'm sitting, I have my phone right here. I don't really need to see that. I don't need to see this piece. I just like to have my phone right there. I have this unit right here, so that's now on. So I'm gonna hook up, so that's on. I've stopped that from recording, so every time I turn the car on, this will spark itself up and start recording. So we're good to go. Okay guys, so it comes with 2 remotes. I just wanted to show you. It comes with this remote that is one that is just freehand for anybody around the car. So what I'm gonna do is get a cheap little SD card, and I'm going to program like 10 movies into it for the girls to watch, and they can have this remote in the back with them. So they can control the volume, they can control if they wanna watch another movie or whatever, or pause and play and things like that. And then it comes with this remote for the steering wheel. I was hoping that it could go right here, but it's much too big. And I was hoping it could go right here, but it won't pick up on the receiver. So yeah. So my battery in this phone and this computer is about to die. So this is a very simple unit, but I can plug in my phone and it will show me my phone. So what I use this for is the navigation on my phone. So then it only has very simple settings. It has the radio. You can go to home, it has Bluetooth, this is the dimmer, this is the volume, this is to change the background, this is the settings, radio, then all these are for your SD card. So guys, thank you for sitting through this excruciating time with me. I'm gonna end this because my camera's about to die. So I wanna end it. Thank you guys for watching. Everything's linked in the description box below. If you wanna support my channel, make sure you hit that link for my Patreon. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, bye.